Thanks for staying tuned. Time to go to our Abuja studios now, where Gloria Omezoke is waiting with more stories. Good evening, Gloria.
Hello, Ladi. The All Progressives Congress in Ogun State has announced that it will name a consensus governorship candidate for the 2019 general elections. The decision was reached in Abeokuta, the state capital, at a meeting of party faithful in the state, where they agreed to field a candidate soon. The state governor, Mr. Ibikunle Amosu, also formally declared his intention to contest for the senatorial seat in 2019.
Preparations towards the 2019 general elections are building up in different states across the country. Here in Ogun State, the All Progressives Congress members are at the point of choosing candidates for different elective posts, and party faithful are gathered here in Abeokuta, the state capital, for deliberations.
Even we are going to collapse this to the 20, they will recognize it means nobody will be excluded.
Also present are the state governor, Ibikunle Amosu, and national executive members of the party. The National Financial Secretary of the party, Mr. Tajuddin Bello, reads to them the position of the National Working Committee.
And forward for consideration and approval by the National Working Committee, of which I'm a member.
Then they go back and forth, deliberating on the different aspirants and how to field the party representatives for various positions at the 2019 polls.
The state chapter of the party has been given the mandate to go and decide whether you want to go for direct election, for indirect, or for consensus. The party in Ogun State is going to consider consensus at every election for party representative, and if consensus fails, the party will resort to direct primaries. I so move.
After much brainstorming, the party reaches a decision on consensus candidacy.
Those running for governor from Ogun West, we will not have primary, they will have consensus, one candidate, and one candidate will emerge from there. So any other zone that now want to fill the governor, they are free to go and collect form.
The governor also uses the occasion to clear the air on his next political move.
People have been speculating. Don't speculate anymore. I am, by the benevolence of the Almighty Lord, I am running for the Senate.
The governor also uses the occasion to clear the air on his next political move. Perhaps what remains is how the party in Ogun State is able to manage its internal politics to achieve a peaceful end result till they come up with consensus candidates for the 2019 general elections.
If you are taking this decision,
A rejuvenated and productive civil service. These are the expectations of Governor Willie Obiano of Anambra State, southeast Nigeria. He made this known during the inauguration of the 5 executive members of the State Civil Service Commission Executive at the Governor's Lodge, Amobia. Governor Obiano asked them to diligently carry out their responsibilities of recruitment, promotion and supervision of civil servants, in addition to taking disciplinary measures on any that flouts the civil service rules. This appointment is coming on the heels of the Governor's approval of 2017, 2016 and 2015 promotion of civil servants.
The Governor welcomes the 5 new members that will soon be inaugurated to man the Anambra State Civil Service Commission. As a statutory body with a constitutional backing, the Commission's major responsibilities include the recruitment and promotion of civil servants with the power to discipline when the need arises. The head of service makes the opening remark, setting the tone for the inauguration.
Your approval to go ahead for promotions for 2017. So it means that your directive will be discharged immediately. Another round of applause.
The administration of oath of office and allegiance is next.
That I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
With the signing of appointment documents. This is followed by a charge from the governor.
The watchword will be integrity, hard work. On the government side, we are going to meet all our obligations on the government side, but it is for the civil servants to meet their own obligations. Very important, and that's your assignment to make sure that that happens. The conduct of exams, promotions, and what have you must be done with all sense of responsibility and integrity.
The new chairman of the commission responds on behalf of other members, expressing appreciation for the opportunity given to serve.
We, on our own part, pledge our loyalty to the state government. We also promise to discharge our duties effectively and efficiently. God helping us, we must ensure fairness and equity in all we do.
The members of the commission are said to have been carefully selected based on their experience and track record. They've been asked to hit the ground running with a warning that anyone who fails to live up to expectations will be sanctioned.
Thank you. John. That's it from Abuja. It's over now to you, Ladi.
Thank you, Gloria. The Nigerian liquefied natural gas will continue to build on its capacity to become a leading gas supplier in the world. This optimism was shared by the managing director of the company, Tony Atta, when the United Kingdom, Portuguese and Turkish envoys to Nigeria visited the NLNG facility in Bonny Island, River State.
It is the first visit of the British High Commissioner, as well as the ambassadors of Portugal and Turkey to the Nigerian liquefied natural gas in Bonny Island, River State. And after the photo shoot, the management of the company leads the envoys to the administrative block. And next is an interactive meeting which revolves around the company's profile, operations and possibilities.
Our vision is to be a global player, helping to build a better Nigeria. For some people, that sounds like a dilemma of some sort, but we found a way to pull that together. Global play really is about the business. Helping to build a better Nigeria is about the sustainable development.
The British High Commissioner takes an interest in the area of job creation.
I like the fact that you're working hard with the community. I like the fact that you're really focused on jobs. Because if 2 million young Nigerians are coming onto the job market every single year, then creating jobs has got to be #1 priority in this country.
Then the response of the other diplomatic guests.
I always thought in the diplomatic academy that we, in terms of natural gas, we were absolutely dependent on Algeria because of the pipeline that goes through Spain. But now I just find out that, on the contrary, the main suppliers of natural gas is now Nigeria.
The best option of burning fossil fuels will be the cleaner option, will be the natural gas. So I should congratulate you for your contributions.
Thereafter, a tour of the plant that leads to the control room. For the NLNG, the goal to be in the top 3 in global gas supply is next, when Train 7 comes on board. And who knows, more trains will see Nigeria compete with Qatar, which is currently the world's largest gas supplier.
Time for the business news of the day, and here is Anne Wanwodu.
You first. First Bank.
Thank you, Ladi. Welcome to Business News. The Secretary General of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, Mohamed Barkindo, says he expects global oil consumption to hit 100 million barrels per day, and that should happen later this year, which is much sooner than earlier projected. At an oil and power conference in Cape Town, South Africa, Mr. Barkindo said he's confident that confidence is beginning to return to the oil industry due to the conducive market conditions. He also says a stable environment is needed to encourage investment and meet the rising demand. According to him, the cartel is exploring ways to ensure cooperation between OPEC and non-OPEC producers. And talking about oil bouncing back again, some of the biggest oil companies are now setting up camps across Africa, hunting for more oil in the continent's backwaters on the back of higher crude prices and rising natural gas demand. And it looks like the first sign that things are already picking up. Between 2011 and 2014, at least 100 exploration wells were drilled in African waters each year, with rig counts breaching a 2-year high. In the meantime, London-based Tullow Oil PLC is due to drill an oil well offshore in Namibia this month. Away from the oil and gas sector, Africa's biggest telecoms company, MTN Group, has now listed its shares on Ghana Stock Exchange. That's after completing the public offering for the local subsidiary. The share price of MTN Ghana's unit rose 4% after mobile telecoms giant began trading 1.5 million shares on the local exchange. This is expected to give a massive boost in liquidity to the Ghanaian stock market. On May the 29th this year, MTN set out to raise about $754 million from Ghana's stock market, but it ended up with only $238 million, which is still in excess of the 10% success rate of the targeted amount. From Ghana, let's talk about the stock market right here in Nigeria. Heavy sell-off by foreign portfolio investors has taken its toll on the market. Let's find out why from Tosin Additional.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. Nigeria's stock market lost about 160 billion naira at the close of today's trading brief recovery, as massive profit-taking hit major bellwether stocks across 4 sectors of the NSE. The oil and gas sector index recorded the highest drop of 3.21%, which contributed significantly to the 1.49% fall in the all-share index, currently at 34,414.37. Similarly, total volume of shares traded for Wednesday fell by 40.19 million units from Tuesday's session to 200.27 million, largely driven by the shares of UBA, Stanbic IBTC and FCMB. CNI Leasing, Consolidated Hallmark Insurance and Jais Bank are top out of 20 advancers, while Mutual Benefit, Learn Africa and Charms led 26 decliners. That was the Stock Market Report. I'm Tosin Additional.
Thank you, Tosin. The Dow Jones managed to pull some gains at the close of trading today. That's after major stock markets fell sharply following sell-off in tech shares and renewed concerns over international trade conflicts. Let's check out the numbers for today. Well, those numbers will end business news for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Anne Nwawadu. It's back to you, Laddie.
You first. First Bank.
Thanks. And still ahead on the news at 10, Nigeria Football Federation bans Super Eagles coach Salisu Yusuf for 1 year over bribery allegations. That'll be on the sports news. Please stay on with us.